Identity is not actually a fixed point. It is a frequency that you're currently choosing to inhabit. Most people believe that they are their past, their history, their struggles, their current bank balance. But these are all merely echoes of a past identity. Reality is actually a mirror with a slight delay. And when you look at the mirror and see a version of yourself you no longer recognize, the temptation is to try to fix the reflection. You try to move furniture of your life to feel better, but you cannot change the reflection by touching the glass. You change the reflection by changing the one who stands before it. The question I'm often asked by my clients is why the old version no longer fits. And you may have noticed this, a sense of heaviness lately, like tasks used to feel normal now feel draining. Conversations that used to feel interesting to you now feel hollow. This is not problems to be solved. It's a sacred signaling, and it is your consciousness outgrowing its current container. The old identity is like a suit of armor that has become too small. It served you once and it kept you safe, but now it restricts your breath. So releasing this identity isn't an act of destruction, it's an act of honesty. It is admitting that the version of you who needed to struggle, who needed to prove their worth, or who needed to wait for someday is no longer who you actually are. And the friction of holding on to that life is what we call stress or resistance. It's simply the gap between who you're becoming and the old identity that you're still trying to maintain. And we hold on because that old identity is so familiar. Even if it was painful, we knew how to navigate it. And the new identity feels like open space. And to the mind, open space can feel like a void. But in the quantum field, the void is where all possibility lives. When you stop feeding the old stories with your attention, they begin to dissolve on their own. You don't have to push them away. You simply stop keeping them alive. And so embodying this beautiful new frequency is how we live the new version now. It's not through acting or faking. It is through a quiet assumption of truth. You move through your day as the one who already has the clarity that you seek. You make decisions from the perspective of the one who is already supported by the universe. This is quantum alignment. You are matching the frequency of the reality that you desire before the reality physically appears. You are the architect of your atmosphere that you carry. And when your inner atmosphere is one of peace and joy and certainty, the external weather must eventually clear to match it. The shift of timelines has already happened the moment you recognized it was possible. So trust the reorganization that is already unfolding in your life right now. It is moving in your favor. Remember, consciousness is the only reality I intend this created clarity to live fully and freely with gratitude. I'll see you soon.